Hello, thanks for watching. Elise makes a bunch of videos. I am just in my car on a hour and a half break, over half an hour of which I've already wasted somehow. So I thought I'd make a quick video about full-time travel. I have done videos about budget travel and advice for traveling and that kind of thing in the past. So I will have a link to a video about budget travel, one of them, and also one about money, saving money for travel and other things, as well as my playlist, Use at Your Own Risk, that has different videos on various topics, generally about mindset and gratitude, positivity, travel, quotes, and all that sort of thing. Videos from myself and other people as well. So check that out. It'll be in the description of this video. So getting right into it, I have been pretty much traveling almost non-stop, I would say, from summer of 2015. I think I left Canada in July 2015, if that's right. Was it 2015 or 2014? I'm pretty sure it was 2015. Anyways, it is now just at the end of 2019, and I have been back to Canada twice in that time and spent, I think, about just under 6 months each time. That was sort of recently, last year, and then the year before that. So yeah, I have done trips in the past where I would go um, for various periods of time, and yeah, so I have traveled quite a bit. I'm 34 years old, and I've been to quite a few places already. Um, and a lot of people who know me and realize that I've traveled quite a bit have a lot of questions, and especially those who haven't traveled themselves. And so this video is a bit about that, and just sort of like what I've come across and learned in terms of all of that. So, one thing for sort of long-term traveling as well as short-term traveling, trying to make this as general as possible. Um, it's really important to know what your priorities are, what you wanted to do. I've mentioned this in the past. But also just what your personal preferences are. So like I did a bunch of different kinds of trips when I was in my 20s, on and off, and really came to realize that I really enjoyed staying in one sort of specific place, settling in and doing little day trips and really getting to know like one area rather than rushing around and trying to like go see 60 things in 6 days sort of thing and constantly being on the road. Also, my priorities are generally to do with learning about the local cultures, getting to know people who are actually from the places where I'm at, getting sort of integrated a little bit, and um, also seeing some natural stuff. I'm really into like beaches and hiking, so that kind of thing. More recently, got into a lot more scuba diving, which I've always done, but it wasn't as much of a priority before, mainly to do with finances and my mindset about like not really being able to do it. And so, yeah, my budget for traveling has definitely increased. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that my more recent travels have been long term, where I have like working visas so that I can actually make money while I'm away for longer periods of time. Meaning that I don't have to like go home, get a job again, save up, blah blah blah. Like it just like keeps going. I also have another video that I'll probably make in the next day or two about momentum versus patience, which sort of goes on this topic that I'm talking about, stopping and working and getting settled in that sort of thing. So look for that one. It'll be coming up. What else would I want to talk about? Yeah, longer term trips as well as just sort of life habits. I think it's a really good idea to habitually audit your long-term and short-term goals and priorities. It's something that I have gotten into the habit of doing at the very least once a month. When I'm very organized, once a week. I try to have monthly goals every month, and as much as possible have those set before the month begins. Sometimes it will be in the first day or two of the month if I've sort of gone behind every so often. But definitely I have monthly goals, and then I try to, within that month, particularly if I have a lot of time off, to really make a list of things that I can get started with that week. It really keeps me on top of things, especially when I'm kind of constantly like moving or planning trips or saving up or needing to do paperwork or all that sort of thing that happens when you're always on the road and changing scenes, looking for jobs and leaving jobs and all that stuff. Another really important thing for travel and also life is just keeping track of and being aware of your finances. And that kind of correlates with the goals thing, but is just a sort of really important subset of that. Which means that I generally have a amount of money in mind to have by a certain time. Often that is because there will be something that I want to do with that money, or just generally I try to keep an income coming in so that I'm not spending all my savings and having nothing left. I think at the beginning of my travels in 2015, I'd been working like crazy hours because I knew I was doing this trip. And I basically spent like thousands of dollars in the first couple months just sort of bumming around and checking stuff out and going places around the UK mainly. And that's what I had planned to do, which is fine. And then, and then I had a trip to Japan not too long after that. I'd been working a little bit, but I didn't save much. My financial goals weren't super good at that point, and then I realized that as the money started to go away, that would mean I would have to finish the travel lifestyle, and and just generally it's not good to have like no money. So that's when I really started to take a hold of things. I think that I have done this whole sort of up and down thing where I'll save for like a couple years and then I'll spend a bunch of it, usually on trips. And then like go back and forth. But more recently, I've really been trying to sort of just keep it as a steady savings, even though I am spending some of it on travel and stuff. Anyways, something to keep an eye on, obviously, in life, but definitely for long-term travel, because you don't want to run out of money. Oh, who's this? What else? The other thing is you really have to be honest with yourself about why you want to travel, and do it for that reason and not for just showing off to other people that you're going places. I know a lot of people, when they look at my like Instagram, Facebook, and stuff, are always just like, "Oh my God, you're always off. You're always on vacation," which is not the case. But obviously, I'm not like taking photos and videos when I'm working, so you don't see that side of my life. But yeah, I do work, so that's a thing that happens. And it's quite important for buying things and paying for food and gas and buying a car and plane tickets and stuff like that. So, yeah, really good idea to have an income of some sort. I know there's a lot of these, like, have your own online business, blah, 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 crap videos, which I think I've shat on before in past vlogs. But no, man, you don't need any of that. You can just have a regular job. Just make sure that you know what your budget is and that you're spending less than what you're making. It's really that simple. So, yeah, that's the video. If you have any topics or questions regarding any of what I've just said or from past videos, let me know. Again, check out that playlist, Use at Your Own Risk, and the other videos that I have linked here. If you're interested in more stuff on the, more vlogs on the same topic. And yeah, hope you have yourself a great day. Peace.